Hi, my name's Martin Stead. I'm a career development consultant here at Griffith, and the School of Nursing staff have asked me to talk to you about resumes. In this video, we're going to cover how effective resumes differ from ineffective resumes in terms of their appearance, the main types of content you'd want to include in an effective resume, and how to tailor your resume to meet the reading needs of the nurse unit managers. Most resumes get only a glance the first time through, but it's this first glance that determines whether your resume goes into a pile for closer consideration. Feedback from employers confirms that what makes a resume more effective than another normally comes down to three things: the look, the content, and the tailoring. Let's start with the look of your resume. The look refers to whether your resume is a professional looking resume. Is it well presented? If it's hard for your reader to find what they're looking for, or just hard to read all the information, chances of you getting invited through an interview go down. So how should an effective resume look? I'm going to show you a couple of examples. That's a well-presented, professional-looking resume. Well-aligned, good use of headings, it's not cluttered. There's one style of dot point, and that's about it. Compared with this version, where there's not really any alignment, there's a big block of text down the bottom which is going to be hard to read, and the paragraphs are all over the place. So looking good does help. Students seem to think that there's one right way to prepare a resume, and this just isn't true. But there is information that hiring managers expect to be able to find. So the following headings are the ones commonly looked for by graduate recruiters. I just want to make a note about the career summary. It's optional, but don't waste space in your resume or your recruiter's time by including a career objective that stipulates all the things you want to get from the job. If you include a section like a career summary, write it in a way that tells the employer what you can bring to the role in terms of key skills and capabilities. I heard recently some nursing students are telling other nursing students that they have to include a photograph and their date of birth. Don't do this. None of these headings represent information that is relevant, and they're not required. How you arrange the content in your resume comes down to what your research tells you is important to your employer. Apart from having your key contact details and maybe a career summary at the top of the first page and your referees at the bottom of the last page, all those other headings are really up for grabs. Nursing graduates, along with just about everyone else, will use something called the reverse chronological method, which simply means the most recent information comes first. Most people will have heard that they have to tailor their resume, but what does that mean and how do you do it? This is the third and final area in our video. To tailor a resume, you have to have taken the time to find out what is important and relevant to the employer. What are they looking for? You can do this by reading all sorts of information. The Queensland Health Graduate Prospectus states that the skills that they're looking for in graduate nurses include a team focus, a patient focus, and an understanding of the values. So these words should probably be included in some of your dot points. The main sections of the resume that can be tailored are your career summary, if you choose to have one, and the dot points to describe your work experience and volunteering. An example of a tailored part-time job that might be more relevant to a nursing position is as follows. So those sort of dot points are picking up on transferable skills, and it's going to be far more relevant than I made chips and took out the garbage. Employers don't expect graduates to have extensive career-specific experience, but they do want to see that you've got transferable skills and you've taken the opportunities to do so. These are the areas where you might be able to develop transferable skills like building rapport, being a good team member, showing initiative. Remember, there's no right or wrong resumes, only effective and ineffective. This means you have to do your research. If you have any questions, come and see us at the Careers and Employment Service. You can have your resume reviewed online at the online resume review. And if you have any questions at all about applying for jobs, or you need some help getting ready for that interview, come and see us at Careers and Employment. Good luck.